Hey folks, Daily Landsblog for July 13th and actually for July 12th as well. This is a 2-day Landsblog. I'm changing the rules on the fly because I couldn't shoot yesterday and I kind of feel guilty about that. I was just out messing around. I was having fun. Let's see. I went out. We went to about 3 different bars. Then we went to the Brass Rail, and when they closed, we went to
because I wasn't there.
No, I know. I was there with with the boys. Yeah, that's what we do. And then we went to the Rail, and then when they closed, we went to a booze can, an after hours club, and that didn't happen. I was at the hospital with my dad, and a lot of people knew that because I tweeted it out, and a lot of people said, "How's your dad doing?" And he's doing fine, actually. He had a mini stroke. They call it a TIA, transient something, and what it means is that you have, I guess, a tiny bit of a blockage in your brain, and he was talking sort of mumbo jumbo, but by the time we got to the hospital, it had cleared up. So, we were there for an extended period of time, and as a result, I couldn't shoot the blog. But I did get to ride in an ambulance. I get to ride in the back of the ambulance, or as we call it, the cabin of the ambulance. And I made 2 new friends, two wonderful people, extraordinary paramedics. That's Luch and that's Alina. And I got to know them because the traffic was really bad and it wasn't an emergency. I kept saying, can we just, I want to ride with the siren. Remember Kramer and Seinfeld in the back, where he's all excited? But here we are after we knew it wasn't an emergency. We're sitting in the ER, the emergency room, but it wasn't. So we went on with the pool of people. We went in with the masses. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking around and you can see every person, every color imaginable, every station in life imaginable, old and young, poor people who clearly had very little. There were people that appeared to have a lot. And I really love the fact that we were all the same. We really do have universal medicine in this country, that it didn't matter how much money you had. We're all sitting there, and everybody eventually got the attention that they needed. And everybody, regardless of how much money they had, they got medical treatment. And I thought, imagine being in a country where we didn't have that. So that was the first thing that I gleaned from that. The second thing, though, was that when it comes to mental health, we all still have universal health, but it's all universally crappy. And we need something better than to be in the emergency room where there's a million other people, where no one can really give you the time and attention that you need, if in fact you have gone there because you feel like you're a risk to yourself. It's not the fault of the system. It's the fault, it is the fault of the system. It's not the fault of the people in the system. And I was looking at these people and, treating a million different people at the same time and doing a fabulous job. But if I was sitting in there and I was suicidal and I was a real threat to myself, I doubt very much that I would get the kind of care that I would have gotten if I would have been Ron Landsberg, who, when he was brought in on a stretcher, they assessed him, and immediately, if they thought that he was at risk for a stroke or another stroke or he was critically ill, he would have gotten treatment. So I thought about all of that sitting in the ER at Sunnybrook with, they left us off. Once again, that's Luch, that's Alina, and the paramedics are sometimes the forgotten heroes. They see stuff every single day. I was marveling at how they go from call to call and they just never know what you're going to experience, and they need to take care of themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I say SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. Are you smiling, Case?
No, I was holding in a cough.
Oh, okay, you cough. Go ahead. No, let me hear it.
No, I
go ahead.
Cough. No, it's going to sound fake.
364 days a year. Why are we here? We're here because we need to get our message out to heroes like those.
It's not 364 this year.
Oh, you got to bring that
up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I was out, like I said. I was having a great time last night.